in the name of God, the gracious, the merciful. When you divorce women, and they have reached their term, either retain them amicably, or release them amicably. But do not retain them to hurt them and commit aggression. Whoever does that has wronged himself. And do not take God's revelations for a joke. And remember God's favor to you, and that He revealed to you the scripture and wisdom to teach you. And fear God, and know that God is aware of everything. When you divorce women, and they have reached their term, do not prevent them from marrying their husbands, provided they agree on fair terms. Thereby is advised whoever among you believes in God and the last day. That is better and more decent for you. God knows, and you do not know. Mothers may nurse their infants for 2 whole years, for those who desire to complete the nursing period. It is the duty of the father to provide for them and clothe them in a proper manner. No soul shall be burdened beyond its capacity. No mother shall be harmed on account of her child, and no father shall be harmed on account of his child. The same duty rests upon the heir. If the couple desire weaning, by mutual consent and consultation, they commit no error by doing so. You commit no error by hiring nursing mothers, as long as you pay them fairly. And be wary of God, and know that God is seeing of what you do. As for those among you who die and leave widows behind, their widows shall wait by themselves for 4 months and 10 days. When they have reached their term, there is no blame on you regarding what they might honorably do with themselves. God is fully acquainted with what you do. You commit no error by announcing your engagement to women, or by keeping it to yourselves. God knows that you will be thinking about them. But do not meet them secretly, unless you have something proper to say. And do not confirm the marriage tie until the writing is fulfilled. And know that God knows what is in your souls, so beware of Him. And know that God is forgiving and forbearing. You commit no error by divorcing women before having touched them, or before having set the dowry for them. And compensate them, the wealthy according to his means, and the poor according to his means, with a fair compensation, a duty upon the doers of good. If you divorce them before you have touched them, but after you had set the dowry for them, give them half of what you specified, unless they forego the right, or the one in whose hand is the marriage contract forgoes it. But to forego is nearer to piety. And do not forget generosity between one another. God is seeing of everything you do. Guard your prayers, and the middle prayer, and stand before God in devotion. But if you are in fear, then on foot, or riding. And when you are safe, remember God, as He taught you what you did not know. Those of you who die and leave wives behind, a will shall provide their wives with support for a year, provided they do not leave. If they leave, you are not to blame for what they do with themselves, provided it is reasonable. God is mighty and wise. And divorced women shall be provided for, equitably, a duty upon the righteous. God thus explains His revelations to you, so that you may understand.